Hello guys, and welcome to a new Let's Play on the channel. Now, I did mess up initially. I did record a bit, and then it turns out there's like a mistake with the recording software or something, and the second part didn't record. So a good 20 minutes of the campaign were cut. So I'm going to start again. I'm going to be extra careful to make sure that I don't make that mistake again. On the good news though, it means I won't have to like shut up during the dialogue because I know what they say already, and of course I'll have subtitles on. But um, and of course apparently there is a second part to the mission, which I did not know. Um, so I cannot wait to start that. Now, of course there will be spoilers for Dominion,
As John Hammond
and this is a pretty
realized
cool
his
intro.
vision for Jurassic
I'll
Park,
play it.
his competitors began to see the potential of InGen's work. One of their main rivals,
This might be one of my
Biosyn,
favorites just because like the
looked to close
camera
the gap
transition and the
by stealing
cinematography.
the advantages that InGen
But
and Dr. Wu had worked so hard to
I may
gain.
not really.
To do this, they would
Yeah,
need
you know, I'll
someone on
talk
the
over this
inside.
because
So they enlisted a
A, you can read it,
disgruntled
and
computer
B,
engineer named Dennis Nedry.
most of you guys I reckon or
A
have
plan
already
was
played it or
devised
seen people
to
play it.
steal InGen's
So
dinosaur embryos.
yeah,
With an
spoilers for Dominion coming up.
inconspicuous canister created to
In fact,
house
this
the
intro
precious
might be
commodity.
spoiling it.
Nobody really knows what happened that fateful night. What is certain
Nobody
is
knows.
that
Like,
Dennis Nedry
did no one
and
see his
samples
mutilated corpse?
were never seen again. Biosyn had failed. Unfortunately, so too had Hammond's dream. Decades later, businessman Simon Mizrahi
It kind of just
tried again.
recaps the
This time,
franchise for you, I
succeeding in
guess. But
delivering Hammond's vision to the
I've already
world.
seen this before. But
Tragically, things didn't go as planned. Biosyn was waiting for its time, and they found it in the aftermath of Jurassic World's downfall. Now, led by Louis Dodgson, a new era was dawning. While we don't know what the future holds, history has a habit of repeating itself.
yeah, if you saw the movie, you know that's true. Obviously, spoilers for Dominion. This is our like the third time saying it. I love the movie. Picked up the DLC. I have no idea. God, I cannot talk today. I have no idea how long it would be. Uh, Obviously, I was like probably like 40 minutes in, and it said 68%, so I wasn't even halfway yet. The JB1 DLCs were like 3-4 hours. They usually had two locations. I did a Let's Play like a lifetime ago on my old channel, and it was like 10 to 12 episodes, I think, of like 20 minutes each
Perfect display of evolution.
with editing. So obviously I cut stuff out, but
now we need to finish the job.
yeah. Oh, obviously, God, I have so much to talk about. Man, there's so much. Isaac's being a turncoat. Well, not really, I guess. The actors from the movie are back, voice acting. They're doing amazing.
We need more information and time. The last thing we want is for them to not adapt and die.
Oh, they'll adapt. I believe that.
Ramsey Cole, I
They
forgot his
adapted
actor's
two
name.
parks and a few
He was
others.
very good in the movie, and he was in that show Archive 84 on
They'll be
Netflix.
just fine.
It sounds like he's recording his lines in like a bathroom, like an echo chamber. I don't know, it's weird. Like, very good. It might just be his unique voice.
Get them here. Leave the rest up to Mother Nature and me.
And then Louis Dodson, the dude who played Peter Parker's dad in The Amazing Spider-Man.
I guess what they say is true. It's location, location, location.
More than you realize. This is perfect.
Also, they
Keeps us away from the public's prying
like they keep
eyes
mentioning
and keeps
InGen.
the
Like, take a
politically
shot every
good
time they
arm's
mention
length.
InGen
To think
in
what
this
InGen
intro.
had and fumbled away. They never saw the bigger picture.
All dinosaur and zero business.
That is where Biosyn wins. We bring a balance that InGen never understood. We see the whole picture.
Okay, what's our next step? I don't want to waste.
Isaac,
any
didn't
time
you
getting
work
this
for the
going.
Hammond Foundation? Oh, well, I guess JB1 isn't canonical in this timeline.
Well, it all starts with a control center.
Remember, it needs to be connected to the Hyperloop network.
All right then, get started.
Good thing it's a new Can I not curve this? Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm doing some editing. I'm like saving my game every now and then to make sure that a mishap like that doesn't happen. Um,
Everything's in
I
place for
was
us to start
very,
new
I don't know
research
why, I
and
was
announcements today.
struggling with the hyperlink
Great.
system
Then we
in
can
my
focus
first
on getting it
playthrough.
operational.
So yeah, I don't know how long this campaign's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be 2 episodes, 10. Uh, can I connect it to the building? Oh, yep. So the JV1 DLCs were kind of long. Um, let me speed up time here, using my time powers. Love the movie.
Isaac, update?
A
Look
lot
at
of
me
people
throwing a
are
plan.
hating it for some
Just
reason. I
got the
don't even
research
get
we need
it.
shortly.
Like, Fallen
Hey,
Kingdom was an awful
carry on.
movie. Like, and then also a very bad Jurassic Park movie. But like, people are just saying this is the worst. Like, I think Rotten Tomatoes, it might be worse than Fallen Kingdom. I think. I don't know how. Uh, like, there's a few things that were like stupid. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stupid. How? And then you have the people who hate the Minion but love Fallen Kingdom, or think Fallen Kingdom is the best Jurassic Park sequel. Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but dude, really? Like, I could go on for hours talking about how Fallen Kingdom is an awful movie. Like, the only things I like in it are the cinematography for one, and then the interactor design, which the interactor itself they don't do a lot with. They kill it off like within 20 minutes of it showing up.
Okay, that did it. We have access to the core facilities research.
Great. Our vision is coming together if each building we get operational.
We just need to ensure we can handle all the dinosaurs when they arrive.
I think we can do that.
It's all starting to come together, just as we envisioned. We are leaving InGen in our dust.
Well, I will give them
Oh,
some credit.
engine again.
They did resurrect the dinosaurs from extinction.
Sure, through a rushed agenda and lazy science. We're doing it right. Their failures were our education. We won't be making the same mistakes Hammond and his team made. InGen always fell in love with their own wonder. They wanted to prove to the world that they could do it. Once they did, they wanted to showcase them as circus freaks and rub our faces in it. They didn't get it. Evolution is not just DNA and frogs, it also happens in business to advance the world. Think of what we will bring to the world. Think of what we will bring to humanity. New medicines, biotechnology, beauty products, you name it, we will own it.
I guess it is pretty backstabby for pharmaceutical companies in
I
real
want
life
to
to
see a
do that.
functioning facility. That is the only way we can secure the dinosaur survival.
Absolutely, we'll get it done.
See that you do. A lot is riding on it.
Trying to make this somewhat neat. I'm so peeved that we only have like 2 different types of path, or 3, I guess, if you include this one. So, the movie, it kind of reminds me of a lot of Godzilla vs. Kong, and the fact that, oh, sorry. That, like, they took a lot of criticism from the other movies and, like, tried to improve it, but there's still a lot, like, a lot of stuff that was, like, that you really needed. The first thing was at least in my opinion, the subplot about the dinosaurs coexisting. That's like just brushed aside. It only comes up like in the beginning and in the end. And also like Godzilla vs. Kong, you kind of have 2 plots going on. Plot A follows the old cast, which is great to see again. And then, which is them investigating Biosyn. And then plot B is the old crew trying to find Maisie. And both have nothing to do with the plot about, you know, dinosaurs coexisting. every now and then, like the Malta scene, you see him in the background, or the National Black Market, which I love. Like, give me more of that. Instead, they do this corporate espionage crap like they did in the last movie, and I'm just like, what? And they retconned Maisie, which makes way more sense. They actually brought it up and made it seem useful to the plot, unlike the last movie. And they just did all this cool stuff, and they made the dinosaurs more paleo accurate. Speaking of paleo accurate, why can I not find the? Okay, there we go. I was just being an idiot. Like, they made it more paleo accurate, like, but there's still a lot of things wrong. Like, sometimes they're trying to make it too Hollywood, if that makes any sense. Oh, another thing I did, and I tried to make this
We've been
kind of look
authorized to
pretty.
expand our team, specifically scientists. Look over the candidates and let's add some to our operation.
Oh, I think, yeah, I already did that. I already know some of the objectives.
Hey, I have exciting news. We're closing in on some exclusive Biosyn tech.
There we go.
Invisible fencing. It'll secure the animals while removing the traditional man-made constructs that have surrounded their
The pacing
environments.
in the movie is awful,
So,
too. Mainly
No visible barrier between
halfway
us and
through,
dinosaurs?
it feels like the movie's like, okay, we need
Sounds
dinosaurs. Okay,
terrifying.
let's here's some
More
action
these
scenes.
animals
Okay,
believe
bad guy
they are not
dies.
in cages,
10 minutes
the
later, movie
healthier
ends.
they will be.
There you go. Oh, dinosaur fight. Okay,
Easier to
everything
care
happy
for.
ending.
We'd better
Done.
place
Credits.
some
I'm like,
research
really? Oh,
outposts
okay.
As well, we can observe our animals safely from there.
You know, it's bad enough that dinosaurs never knew what a fence was until we placed them around them. But what if they become dependent on them to feel safe? At least they could see a barrier between us and them. How are they even going to trust their environment with invisible fences? How are they even going to know where they are?
Oh, believe me, they'll feel it if they try to cross one.
Yeah, that. I don't know.
Okay, this is pretty cool. I mean, I've already played around with this feature. Apparently,
It's right
like,
about
if they
fences.
go
A
offline, they can
dinosaur
just
never
walk
saw a
away.
human before either, and that hasn't stopped us.
Isaac, we've got an issue. We're in need of more power.
How close are we to maximum output?
Already there. We won't be able to hold much longer.
And we'll need to research how to get more. Upgraded power stations is the way forward. Let's get to
Alright.
it.
I literally just played this like 20 minutes ago, and I'm already forgetting most of the missions. Yeah, but the pacing in the movie is awful. It's almost like Fallen Kingdom, where like they want to have two plots going on. And again, like Godzilla vs. Kong, you have the CEO bad guy. At least in Godzilla vs. Kong, like they knew they didn't need to have a powerful villain. I mean, honestly, you can argue Jurassic Park doesn't need to have one either. Like, it's just like some dude, you know, like this is like another cliche I've noticed in like sci-fi movies. The villain is always going to be the CEO on the TV screen talking about his company in the beginning of the movie. It happened with Walter Simmons, I think that was his name, in Godzilla vs. Kong, Weyland Yutani, Lewis Dodson. Like, yeah, it's becoming a cliche, and I don't know if I'm a fan of it. But at first, like, with Lewis Dodson, like, he seems like the Steve Jobs guy, and it was kind of funny to see him like this. Like, obviously they can't use the same actor because the last one got in trouble for like legal trouble, and he's in jail or prison, and it's just like I forgot what we need dinosaurs in here. I'm just building stuff. I don't know what they're trying to do with him in the movie. I don't know if they're trying to like make him a like intimidating villain, like he was in a novel, like a coward or a quirky villain, kind of like the guy from Free Guy, the villain in that movie. I really don't know. And then I thought they were gonna do a twist, like he was actually good the whole time.
Through my connections, I've arranged for a number of dinosaurs to be delivered here to our facility. They're coming all the way from Isla Sorna, so you'll have some time to prepare for their arrival. I'm confident you won't let me down.
They're going to need enclosures, secure enclosures. Safety is essential for them and us.
And we have to get this right. We don't need another InGen or Mazrani incident.
Absolutely. We will do better.
God, the vehicles are cool too. I do think I do wish they kind of had the side turbines on the helicopter like they did in the movie. They probably couldn't use it. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, this is so far looking better than my facility from the last playthrough. Because now I actually know what I'm doing. I will say, I don't know if I'll use the Biosyn era. I'm on last gen, which is really annoying. You have to, like, you can only have one era per map. I don't know if I will use it. There is some cool things. The invisible fences thing is very cool. It was in the first Jurassic World movie. And I can see people being a fan of that. The designs look, the buildings look very cool.
It looks like the enclosures are ready.
We need to make these habitats as desirable for the dinosaurs as we can.
Okay, they're happy. They're happy.
Ramsey,
They're
I've been
happy.
going through the
Okay.
data, and I think we can make some real progress if we get a research outpost connected to our Hyperloop.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Awesome. Then let's make it happen.
Deal.
Without proper security, we slip into the same chaos that brought down our rivals. But our ranger team should
Oh,
be
that's so
capable of
cool.
maintaining order.
We'll set up the necessary patrols.
Yeah, I don't have to remind you. Remote monitoring can only go so far.
Of course. We'll get right on it.
Have you ever heard the phrase, "You are victims of your own success"? Because, gentlemen, that's where you find yourselves.
Oh, I already built one.
Not sure I follow.
It means we're doing our job, so we can take on even more.
Whatever the challenge, we're ready.
Then welcome to the Biosyn Genetics Research Compound Phase 3. This will allow us to continue expanding our genetic engineering division and take our operations to the next level. Biosyn is counting on you. More importantly, I am counting on you.
Do they have like
We need
unique
perfect
Biosyn
genetic samples for the
operatives
best
now?
outcome. That is something
Oh, no.
Biosyn will write a check for.
Yeah, but we're not yet in control. We're dependent on others until we get in a position to send out our own expeditions. And I don't like being unable to control the outcome of something.
Yes, but once this research is done, we'll be able to send out our own expeditions. We should be in a better place around our samples.
If we own and control it, it's better for Biosyn. And you.
Okay, you're ready to build an expedition center.
Alright,
Forget, we'll
so I'm
be
not
at the
talking too
Biosyn
much,
Center
like,
soon.
I know I already listened to the dialogue, but I'm
These
still
buildings will put
interested in what they're
Biosyn
saying.
at the cutting edge of bioengineering.
It's very voice acted and everything, like, I feel like, so far I like Dotson better than Dotson in the movie. Oh, okay, this. I do love, like, the high-tech look of it reminds me of, like, this is gonna be a very weird comparison, like Phoenotrans or like something from, or Umbrella from Resident Evil. Phoenotrans from Dead Rising and Umbrella from Resident Evil. I don't, something about like the high-tech. It's always pharmaceutical companies too. High-tech, high-techy, whatever. That's probably the adjective. Like, or even the generator looks high-tech.
My understanding is that we're ready to send out a team?
That's correct.
Good. I want you to start with an amber mining expedition.
Ooh, I probably do
This
need
valley
a
wasn't
staff
chosen by
center at some
accident.
point.
This area is rich with amber, and I intend for Biosyn to exploit that. Insects trapped in prehistoric tree sap. That is what we need.
Do I have a
This is where
research?
our dinosaurs begin.
This amber is going to be the time capsule that leads us
this one.
back to the era of the dinosaurs.
It's a window to the past, and worth billions. Ramsey, have our scientists extract what they can from the fossils. That'll
Do I
increase
not?
our genome diversity.
Yes, on it.
Am I stupid? Like,
And
I know
what
I
is
am.
the end goal of this?
To do the impossible again.
Well, I think I do have like some upgrades for these. Alright, now we can get to Metrodon, which is pretty dang cool. Bionics, Passource, Metrodon. There we go. I'm gonna save my game to make sure that no mishap happens.